Hello, Seiiti Arata. Imagine that you are at a crossroads. One path is well known, and it is apparently free of risk. The other is less defined, the challenges are there, but the rewards are unknown. If you take the well-known path, you know what you expect. It's going to be a life pretty similar to the life of your friends. Now, if you think outside of the box, if you go for an adventure, if you take risk, anything can happen. So you're there thinking about what you do about your life. Well, the easiest option is to do nothing, to remain stagnant and keep thinking, doing more and more research and spend hours and days and years without deciding. Well, you might think that there is no harm in taking the time to think about it, but the problem is that doing nothing has a cost as well. Notice this. When you're choosing not to act, this in itself is a decision. And every decision has a cost. Have you ever considered this? The cost of inaction? You probably use the return on investment, the ROI, to make your decisions, but you probably don't yet use cost of inaction, COI. Have you heard of ROI? That's return on investment. It is a concept widely used to determine whether an investment is worth the expense. Essentially, it compares the potential benefits, the potential returns compared to your initial costs. So take this example. Let's say you spend $1,000 on a certification to be able to repair air conditioning units. Well, if with this certification you can earn $500 per month repairing units, well, you can recover your initial investment in just 2 months. After all, the subsequent earnings will be profit. This is a very good return on investment. Now, on the contrary, imagine investing in a degree in a field where there are very few job opportunities. Despite the time, the money you spent on that degree, the lack of potential earnings means that the ROI would be poor. Now, the idea is to weigh the costs against the potential benefits before you make any type of a investment decision. But there is another way to look at things. That is COI, cost of inaction. Now, what does that mean? Imagine that there is an opportunity in front of you, but then you're thinking and you choose not to take any action. The COI here represents the potential benefits that you might miss because of that lack of choice. It's like you see a door open and you decide not to walk through it. Take the example of, for example, a new online course that teaches you a practical skill that you want to learn. It is on an early bird discount right now, but then you decide to wait. If you end up buying it later at a higher price, then your inaction now just cost you the price of that discount. But the real cost of inaction is just not that extra money. What if, that time that you waited, there are other people taking that course, starting early, benefiting from that new skill. Maybe they're getting new jobs, new opportunities, new clients. While you saved some money initially, the missed potential growth of these opportunities, these are being represented by the cost of not acting. It is essential to consider both ROI and COI when you're evaluating your choices. While ROI focuses on the direct returns from an investment, COI reminds us of the potential benefits that we could be missing by not taking action. Start to pay attention at your cost of inaction. Have you ever thought about what you missed out on because you just didn't take a class when you had the chance, or the fun experiences that you could have had if you learned a new language when you were younger? What about that phone call that you've been putting off? Or that event that you skipped because you had something else or you're feeling tired? You see, every choice we make, even the choice of doing nothing, it has a cost. Waiting too long to act or not acting at all can have real consequences. And this is just not a hypothetical idea. It is something that we can see, we can feel. Sometimes we might even regret. So to deal with the COI, we need 2 things. The first thing, we have to admit that doing nothing can be a problem. And second, we need a plan to start doing things instead of just thinking about them. You can ask yourself, what might I miss out if I don't act? Think of someone who waited too long to start their business, or put off going to the doctor, or didn't notice that a friend was struggling. Let's learn from them, and then we can make choices that move us forward. Your focus should not only be on what you're doing, you also have to focus on what you're choosing not to do, and understand the cost. You can find a detailed lesson in arata.se/focus course. Life is always changing. If we think things will always stay the same, we're making a mistake. Therefore, you need to understand what are your options, understand that there's something that you want to achieve, and then you have to take action. You also have to calculate how much you would lose if you don't take action. Seeing and acting on the COI can make a big difference in our lives. So let's not just sit around, let's take action, let's make positive changes in our lives. The cost of inaction should not be ignored. But you probably pay the price of inaction every single day and you don't even notice. Another example of cost of inaction in your daily life is online shopping. And you're there, clicking, hunting for a new gadget online. Hour after hour, day after day, you're searching, comparing, analyzing, and finally, you find it. You spot a deal saving you a precious $100. That's a victory, right? Now hold on. What if in these endless hours of research you missed out on earning $500 because the time could instead be used to make money? Do you understand how you actually lost money because you couldn't decide and act sooner? That's a net loss. That's the cost you pay for inaction. So expand your focus. Focus can be something like sometimes like a laser beam. It can get concentrated in just one thing, but sometimes you also have to use a broad focus. Have to pay attention to the big picture. Notice all the possibilities that you could enjoy. Notice all the opportunities that you're missing. Use your focus to identify the choices that could bring you more rewards and that you are ignoring. This is mastering your focus. You need to know when to concentrate on just one thing. And also you need to know when to be a strategist and have to see the whole picture. Sometimes it is good to focus on just one thing, like when you're trying to finish a particular task. But there are other times when you should step back and look at everything. This helps you to see the good things that you can do. Don't miss out on chances because you're too focused on just one thing. Being good with your focus means knowing when to look closely and when to look at everything. Let's expand the situations here when there is a cost of inaction. Have you ever hesitated to express your opinion because you're fearing backlash? Are you holding back? Maybe you're maintaining peace. But what is the price? Maybe it is the loss of respect or a missed chance to make an impact. Often, it is what we don't do that haunt us much more than what we do. Our inactions, our hesitations, our procrastinations, they all have a price, and sometimes it is a pretty expensive price. Life is not short. We simply waste a lot of it. We protect our property, we protect our money, our personal belongings, but we don't protect our time. Look around you. You've safeguarded everything. You have locks on your doors, right? You have passwords on your accounts. Maybe even you have some car alarm system. But there is one asset, one treasure that you've left unprotected. It is your time. Do you have control over your time? You can think of a glass jar filled with sand. The sand represents all the little things that are eating away our time. TV binges, the mindless scrolls on our phones, the endless daydreams. Now, try adding some big rocks over there. These big rocks symbolize our lives' major goals and aspirations. They won't fit. But if you start with the big rocks and then you pour the sand later, everything will fit nicely. And this is the essence of prioritization. You see, if we don't act to put what matters most at the beginning, with high priority in our lives, all those little things will swallow our precious time. The ancient Roman philosopher Seneca once said, "Life, if well lived, is long enough." And he was right. We might not be able to control the length of our lives, but we can certainly control the depth of our lives, the richness of our lives. Why waste our time in indecision, inaction? It is vital not to be merely spending time, but to invest it wisely. Here are some actionable steps from our focus course to combat the cost of inaction in your daily life. You have to prioritize. Every morning, list down 3 crucial things for your day and then do them first. Set time limits. Allocate specific chunks of time for your tasks and then stick to them. This will prevent overthinking and will promote decision-making. You also have to educate yourself. Regularly learn about decision-making strategies to enhance your skills. You also have to reflect. At the end of your week, you can evaluate the decisions you made and the opportunities that you might have missed. This reflection time will help you making better choices in the future. As a vigilant investor in your life, you shouldn't just be aware of the price that you pay for your actions, but also the potential rewards, the costs of the actions you are not taking. Equip yourself with the right tools and the knowledge to navigate this journey successfully. Make sure that you're not just spending your time. You need to be conscious, to be truly investing your time. And as a good investor, you need to know what is the price you pay and what you should expect in return. More than that, you need to understand the price you pay when you choose not to act. This is how you can understand the weight of your inactions. And pay attention. I'm extending now a special invitation just for you. By joining the Focus course, you will embark on a transformative journey to harness your focus, to make more informed decisions, and truly understand the depth of cost of inaction. Missing out on this is not just foregoing an opportunity, it is letting the potential benefits slip through your fingers. So, what is at stake if you don't act? The chance to master your time, to master your decisions, and ultimately, your life. So, make sure to visit arata.se/focus course.